Hey Marilyn, how are you? I know, talking to a lot of friends, there seems like there is more and more empty nesters, or at least in my circle, my network, there is a lot of more empty nesters, or people getting ready to be empty nesters. So today I want to talk about empty nesters a little bit. Here in Maryland, we have, like I said, a lot of people going empty nester, and why so many people want to move, but they don't move. And that is what I want to deal with today, because uh, I hear a lot of people. It's like, yeah, I want to move to someplace warmer. I want to move away from the snow, especially in these past, couple of weeks when we had the mountains of snow out there still melting. So I had a lot of people asking that question. I want to move someplace warmer. I want to move someplace friendlier. I want to move someplace with no taxes. I want to move someplace where electricity and gas are more affordable. There's so many things that people wants to move, uh, but then again, they don't. They're still here. They're still with us, which is a good thing. Some of them are my friends, and I like to hang out with them. But let's talk about why people don't make the move. What is holding people back from making the move? When you become empty nester, there's a lot of emotional things that go with it. You're proud, like, okay, I got my kids out of the house. They're grown. They're good people. I did a great job, or we did a great job raising them, and just feel very proud about that. Proud of their career or their college choices or their significant others. Uh, Whatever the case is, you're very proud of the way you raise your kids and how they're coming up, and you feel like you want to stick around here for longer. The other thing is sometimes you have kids in different cities, different places, and you want to be able to hang around them, especially if you have grandkids. You want to be able to see your grandkids. So you don't know, if you go to some city closer to one child, they're going to feel like they are your favorite, and you don't want to feel the other one, a little uncomfortable. So you don't want to, you rather don't move, stay around, so you don't feel like you're favoring one over the other. And again, these are no wrong things. I'm not judging. These are just things that sometimes stop people from moving. Uh, the other thing is, um, financials. Sometimes people are thinking like, okay, I'm comfortable here. I know where I am. I know a house, and how is that going to be financially moving to somewhere else, moving to another house? Even though sometimes people move for financial reasons because maybe the house is too big now, maybe your BG bill is too high, and going to a smaller house will help you save money in the long run. Also, maybe you have a big yard, you want a smaller yard, so easier to maintain. Maybe you have problems moving up and down the steps, so you prefer living in one level, everything in one level. There are many options, many reasons why people want to move as well. And you got to do what makes sense to you. And another thing that is also important to remember is your where you are in your job. Some you might be still have a few more years left before retirement, or you're getting closer to retirement, or maybe you're retired. So maybe those things are holding you back. Maybe it's also family. You might have some family that are still around in the area. You want to be around them more often. So there are many things that can hold you back. The the other question is, which is a big question for people not to move, is the cost of moving. Even if you just move from, let's say, Perry Hall to Hartford County, 20 minutes away, and what is that cost going to be? Have to get the house ready, and then be able to, move, pack everything up, maybe put stuff on a storage for a little bit, or get some pads, then make the move. It's going to cost you maybe a moving company, or maybe rent U-Haul or whatnot. So there are many things that might go into consideration when people want to move, and that's holding from moving. Another thing is, um, simple downsizing. Downsizing is, it's the name of downsizing, and that means not just the house, but everything inside the house. I know people that have 20, 30 years in the same house, and they have collected so many things through those 20, 30 years, even 5 years. You collect a bunch of stuff from when you first moved into the house, and now you don't know what to do with all those things. And it takes time to go through it and decide, okay, what is going to be given away, what is going to be able to resell, what is going to be passed down to someone else, what goes to like Goodwills, thrift stores, churches, and what stuff really has no more value and should be getting rid of. And sometimes there is that emotional attachment, that sentimental thing, where like, okay, this I bought this when blah blah blah, and this reminds me of blah blah blah, or those things that are very sentimental to you, and you don't want to part ways with it. But you got to look at one thing, depending on where you are in your life. Sometimes we collect a bunch of things through our life that probably we're never going to use again, or we don't use on a regular basis, and we can live without it for many years, and it's okay. So I was reading a book about decluttering, and one of the things they say, if you haven't used this in a couple of years, you probably don't need it. And I know I'm a follow that, sometimes about gadgets that will help me cook better or help me do some things, and then I don't use it, or equipment for golf, things like that, sports that I don't use it, or things that my kids use in sports and they're not in sports anymore and I don't use it. I don't think I'm ever going to use a catcher's knee pads and chest protector and not because I'm not going to catch again, or I'm never going to be able to do certain things that I did in the past. And those things are just collecting dust someplace in my house. So it's better just to donate it, give it away, let somebody else enjoy it. I was talking to one of my children yesterday about something that we found that, and we asked him, do you guys want to keep this? What do you want to do? And he said, you know what? This is a toy that we don't use. Let's give it to a child that is actually going to enjoy it. So sometimes it's good to be able to share what gives you joy at one point with somebody else that might give them joy, depending on where they are in their life this moment. Anyway, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have this series about downsizing, because there's a lot of people who are thinking about downsizing. Is this the right time? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And there is a lot of questions. And the thing that we want to do is not to force somebody to make a decision on downsizing and sell a house or get a commission. We're not about that here. We just want to give you options, educate you, help you self-discover what's the right thing for you, what's best for you. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. It's your decision, and we just help you find your decision so you can make what's best for you and your family. And maybe downsizing, moving is not the right thing right now. It might be the right thing maybe next year, in a couple of years. And yet this information will help you get stuff ready, get things lined up. So when it's time for you to make that move, you have a lot of information. So this is what we're going to be doing in the next 4 weeks. We're going to be talking about downsizing, especially in this is a good market to do that. And this is why we are sharing this information, because right now you can sell your house and get, a good amount for it. Use your equity wisely, and you can use that equity to purchase something. The interest rates are getting lower, and you might be able to find a really good place to move to if you're thinking of downsizing. Also, if you're thinking of upsizing, it's almost the same, just a little reverse. But again, this is that time of the year when people are thinking about, maybe I want to sell this spring, maybe I want to start getting rid of for the fall or getting rid of for next year. Whatever the case is, stay with us, keep on watching, and we're going to have more information for you. Again, God bless you all. Have a great day.